I've been wanting to make an RTV trap as seen in the upcoming film, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Actually, does the T stand for trap? Is that a tautology if I say RTV trap?
I may actually have had this idea before seeing the trailer, but it's likely I was influenced by the Comic-Con exclusive Optimus Prime, which has a trap-themed roller. Would that make him Trapper?
The main thing I need, because I already got a trap and, well, still working on a screen-accurate pedal. That's a whole other thing. But what I need is a radio-controlled all-terrain vehicle with a secondary remote function. I mean, the primary would be motion, but secondary would be something like a horn or a light or a projectile launcher or, yeah, that might work.
This, as you can see, is a Hot Wheels Monster Trucks New Bright radio-controlled 1:14 scale Tiger Shark.
Okay, so I have already unboxed it and untaped a lot of it, and that probably would have made for an interesting video, but my phone is getting very full. So, well, you can see here, these are kind of, if I can pinch those. Okay, so this doesn't have an on-off switch, but I mean, unless a control is pressed, it's not transmitting and therefore not using any electricity. But let's see, this is switched on, right? And this thing, yeah, I don't really like that. Might have to disconnect it, but this, that could be the open button if I do this properly. Okay, one potential problem I can already see. Yeah, I wonder if I can disable that. Okay, it took some dremeling, but I finally got it off, and well, as you can see, these wires go to lights, and otherwise, well, this goes to the motor, and there's the speaker, and I believe this is the antenna. Or I broke something, that's equally possible. Okay, hot glue snaps right out, so good. So, a few things here. If you can see this, these are modular. These can come out. Don't have to cut the wires, I just have to carefully take these out. Might be able to use the lights for something else on here later. Right now, let's get them out of my way. Maybe I can just... there. Oh, I guess there's a little... there. Don't unplug anything if you want to use it. I mean, if you want these out of the way temporarily and they're still connected, maybe cut them, and then you can reconnect them. But don't try unplugging and replugging. That's just bad idea. Something I've noticed here. Look at this. There are two different wires going to the speaker. With any luck, one of them is the how shall I put it? And the other one is the, which I want to use for the traps. And so, I mean, if that's the case, then I just need to figure out which one is which. Maybe I can even keep this as an option if I want the thing to make noise. Though I kind of think I don't want it to make that... Well, I disconnected this one, but left this one connected, and no audio whatsoever. I connect this one, but disconnect this one, and... So, I'm not sure what this does, but I think I'm going to have to crack this open and do some fiddling. Oh, hey, I figured out what this is, and let's turn that. I figured out what this thing does, and it has nothing to do with the speaker. Yeah, you know what it has to do with? Well, left, right, yeah, it's the steering. Okay, so in trying to reinsert this cable here, this connector, the steering one, I broke the connector on the circuit board, so I had to pry this up. I had to remove the screw, and as you can see, I put a hole in there so I could access the screw. I had to take unplug everything and resolder this connector. And oh, one thing I didn't really mention. You see, this has two built-in batteries here. They are recharged by a USB. The remote takes two AA batteries, which are actually included. I've got to give them props for that. Well, when I was trying to fix this, I shorted out the built-in rechargeable batteries. So now they don't hold a charge for very long. Yeah, hear that? Yeah, this is after charging. So I have some idea how to replace the batteries, but for now, I bought a new one. Yeah, I cut off the nubs on these things, and therefore it pretty much just comes right off if you're using two hands and not holding the camera with one of them. Really? Yeah, see, here, yeah. Make sure the rims and wheels are matched up here. Whoops. Yeah. It's also 2.4 gigahertz, so let's see if I can just use the same remote. Apparently not. Okay, put the batteries in this one here. Yep. Good. Now the next step, trying to connect this, where the speakers are, to the trap. Oh, good. Now, this is the same kind of connector that I have on the trap. It is made of a BNC female-to-female adapter and a much smaller wire than I normally put on these. Let's solder and shrink tube these first. Well, that's attached there, and I'm going to connect it to the trap using these 6-inch trap cables. Okay, just to make extra certain that if anything goes wrong, it's not due to lack of power, I've fully charged this, and I'm going to replace the old batteries. I didn't even know Magnavox made batteries, with not just new batteries, but Duracell Optimum batteries. These are the best batteries that I happen to have in my house. And I'm also going to make sure that this cable actually works, and it's lighting. Yeah, good. Here. Now there has to be a specific startup sequence here, so it's 1, 2, 3. And now, if I push this button, if this works. Nope. Back to the drawing board. It just occurs to me that someone might wonder if this is working. Yeah. And also the connection here works. See? And also, okay, I think I may have figured out the problem. I'm trying to activate the mechanism by running an electrical current through here, when what I actually need to do is simply complete the circuit so that the electrical current that's already trying to run through here can do its job. And I might be able to solve that with this double pole, double throw plug-in relay from Radio Shack. They're a former Radio Shack that still has a bunch of Radio Shack stuff in stock, dwindling rapidly. So if I can figure this out, which I'll do off screen, I'll show you what I figured out and then we'll try it out. Okay, this is pretty straightforward here in the circuit diagram. These two connect to an electromagnet, and when the electromagnet is not activated, then these two contacts on this side and these two contacts on this side are connected, and when the electromagnetic is activated, then these two on this side and these two on this side are connected. So what I need to do is connect the speaker wires to here, and then connect the connector wires to either these two or these two. There's just one thing I'm a bit worried about. Let me demonstrate the electromagnet here. See that? Yeah, you notice I'm using a 9-volt battery here. Yeah, we've got 3 volts and it's not doing anything. So I'm not sure if the speaker will generate enough electricity. I might have to try to find a lower voltage relay. Okay, well, let's get an overview here. Yeah, I'm going to switch it on and see if it reacts here. Switched on. Yeah. It's switched on. And there's a, this is solid, right? It's not, no, I can't find the switch. There we go. Yep. I might have to order one online.
Check it out. Yep, I finally found the right relay. Amazon calls this a Kyoto Electric KF0602D DC-to-DC solid-state relay. Though, given the double T, maybe it's actually Kyoto.
Well, as you can see, it's a little different from the picture, at least bluer. And pretty simple here, just solder the speaker wires here where it says in, and the output connector wires where it says out.
So, well, a lot of remaining steps. First off, I think connect this here in a more permanent manner, and then maybe a test drive.